Really? That's it? It would probably be bought if you took it to an art auction. Oh yeah, it probably would. And I'd have to make up some complex story. Be like, well, I was out in the woods, as most artists are, because they can totally afford to rent a cabin in the woods in this economy. And I was out in the woods, and I found a bunch of dead birds in my house. This is a true story, by the way. By the way, if the artist I'm referencing is watching this, I'm not trying to be mean. I actually met the artist who did art with dead birds, but anyways, so, and I was just like, and I found a bunch of dead birds, and then I went outside, and my husband, he was, rolling in the dirt, eating pebbles, cause, you know, it's not easy when you live in a household with alcoholism, and so I took this inspiration from 7 years ago, and I then proceeded to shit in a bucket. In a bucket. I went to the Nevada desert, and I saw the most beautiful sunset. But there was also a lot of heavy machinery there because people were building a new hospital, and I just couldn't help but thinking, oh my god, I hate society, and I hate people, and I hate how we're destroying nature, and how people are building hospitals in the middle of the Nevada desert. So I shit in a bucket again, and then I threw the bucket at the construction workers. And then I went back to my cabin, which was now replaced by urban development. There's like 5 other houses in the area, which really kind of sucked. And so I just burned the whole place down. And then I found those bird bones, and I crushed them up, mixed them with some cocaine, and inhaled it. I inhaled it with my... I inhaled it! I inhaled it with my asshole. So then, I ate some tree bark, and then I read a book about women's suffrage and the slave trade and other issues in the world, like child slavery, and I was like, wow, that sucks. And then I proceeded to eat the book to get a better feel of the suffering that went into that and into making that book. Then I proceeded to give birth to a rug. And you know what? After all these experiences and the recent political upheaval of my home country, I decided to make this amazing art piece that I call... It would probably be bought if you... Wait, I already read that. Definitely. What? I agree. I'm back. I'm done. Sorry I'm late. Fucky, you missed the whole story about my wonderful art piece. And has it been stuck at 73% this whole time I was telling my story? I am appalled. Oh, nope, it's moving. Okay. You missed my whole story of my journey of how I created this art piece. So you know what? Someone in chat, feel free to try and recount that. Just go ahead. Go ahead. I'll probably pay you. I'll probably pay you. No guarantees though. I'll pay you in calling you my favorite. How's that? There, boys. We're almost there. Wait, is that the last one? Oh, it's finished. Oh. Okay. Say it. Now that you want me to say it, Vucky, I'm not gonna say it. What the hell? Okay, nope, it's not finished. Oh, right, I forgot the pink part. There was pink. Okay, there was that. We still got some way to go. Oh, it's like exploding in life now. Oh, yes, I forgot. This was the moment in my life after I, where did I leave it off? After I ate the book and gave birth to a rug. After I gave birth to the rug, I suddenly had an explosion in life. I took a shit ton of, um, Norwex window detergent. Like, I injected it into my veins. And I went back to Nevada. And I found a decaying body of a bovine. And I proceeded to wear its body and dance around in the desert until I collapsed from heat stroke. And I woke up in that hospital the hospital which was now finished and still in the middle of the Nevada desert. I woke up there, and then I met the love of my life. Yeah, the love of my life was, a box of used syringes. So, I fell in love with the box of used syringes, and his name was, James. And, we hit it off, and then he got hit by a car. And that was just a really important moment in my life where I was finally aware of my surroundings. And so I started painting with nothing but my blood, my sweat, and the juices that you find at the bottom of a trash can as a way of recycling and a way of giving back to Mother Earth and the Father Moon and whatever celestial bodies and Uncle Mars. But Uncle Mars and I had a falling out. He has some weird views on anti-vax stuff. And then that's when I went to an anti-vax protest, and before then I drank a bunch of paint, and I proceeded to throw up paint on every anti-vaxxer I could find. And that was a really powerful moment in my life, and the meaning of that art, where I threw up on anti-vaxxers, was, there was no meaning. I was just really stupid back then. And I was around 12 at the time. Wait a minute. Hold on. Okay, never mind. Daughter, son. So it was around Christmas when I slipped on ice and broke my... I just... Okay, I didn't break anything of mine. I mostly just broke someone's child because I fell on someone's child. And, well, the child's fine. The parents, not so much. I had to, I had to assert my dominance to the parents. So I started throwing ice chunks at them. And that was a really powerful moment in my life. So then, the pink represents the Pepto-Bismol I drank that night in a, attempt at, achieving enlightenment. And that was when I really achieved enlightenment. And that was a really important moment in my life. How many times have I said that right now? I fell in love with a bug. Life in the prairies in a nutshell. The CIA rarely hunts down Canadians. The Flash actors being sued for kidnapping is because the law is useless. Well, at least they're being arrested. What is real to be continued? The villains in Elden Ring are all siblings. Once someone kidnapped the other kid, one forcibly married. No one knows how he's related and grasps body parts on himself. And another's a werewolf. Audio go out. SOS. Sauce. So the painting's finished. You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna save it.